Hello boys and girls from grade 4. Welcome to our new book 4A. This is Nufl Gattan and today I will present to you episode 4 from our Unit 3 Animal Kingdom. Today we will learn about grammar. But first, you had a homework, your workbook page 28, to complete the sentences. Let's check our answers together. Complete the following sentences using am, is, or are. Again, the verbs am, is, or are. Number 1, look, the man is wearing a cap. Number 2, listen, the birds are singing on top of the tree. Number 3, we are learning English now. 4, look, a kite is flying up in the sky. What about number 5? I am listening to the teacher at the moment. Excellent, boys and girls. Now, let's move on to our grammar session. Remember, adjectives are used to describe nouns or pronouns. Examples: large, old, big, slow, hot, and long. Again, adjectives are used to describe nouns or pronouns like large, old, big, slow, hot, long. Comparative adjectives. What are they? Comparative adjectives are used to compare differences between two objects. They are used in sentences where two nouns are compared. One more time. Comparative adjectives are used to compare between two different objects. They are used in sentences where two nouns are compared. Let's see how. We have adjectives, regular adjectives, and we have comparative adjectives like big, bigger than, tall, taller than, fast, faster than, high, higher than. One more time. If we have only one thing to describe, we use the adjective big. But if we have two things, we use bigger than. So this one is big and the other one is bigger than this. Tall, taller than, fast, faster than, high, higher than. Excellent, boys and girls. Let's see some examples as such. Comparative adjectives. My brother's dog is larger than my cat. So, my brother's dog is larger than my cat. I do have two objects here to compare, a dog and a cat. The verb here is, and then larger is the comparative adjective, and I use the word than, and then the rest of the sentence. One more time, listen to the sentence. My brother's dog is larger than my cat. Can you think of examples as such using comparative adjectives? Sure you can. What is the rule here? We use the verb plus adjective plus er plus than, and then the rest of the sentence. The rule again: the verb plus the adjective plus er plus than, and then the rest of the sentence. Examples: Salim is shorter than Ali. Take a look at the picture. Take a look at Ali and take a look at Salim. We have two persons to compare. Salim is shorter than Ali. Salim is shorter than Ali. Can you repeat the sentence one more time? Excellent. This is Salim and this is Ali. Salim is shorter than Ali. All right, boys and girls, let's focus on this picture. Take a look at it. The blue pencil is longer than the red pencil. We have the first object, which is the blue pencil. the second object, which is the red pencil, and we have to compare between them. What do we use? We use the verb plus the comparative adjective plus ER and then the word then and then the rest of the sentence. Take a look at the sentence here. The blue pencil is longer than the red pencil. Excellent, boys and girls. Let's move on to the next example. Take a look at the picture. The elephant is bigger than the mouse. The elephant is bigger than the mouse. We have two things to compare between. We have the elephant and we have the mouse. So I use the verb plus the adjective plus the two letters ER plus than and then the rest of the sentence. The elephant is bigger than the mouse. Excellent, boys and girls. Now, superlative adjectives. Superlative adjectives are used when three or more things to compare. The superlative form is used to describe the object which is at the highest or lowest limit of the group. Examples: we have the adjective big. If we would like to compare between two objects, we use bigger than, but in superlative adjectives, we use this, the biggest. The biggest. So we have big, bigger, biggest. One more time. Big, bigger than, the biggest. Tall, taller than, the tallest. Fast, faster than, the fastest. High, higher than, the highest. So, adjectives like big, tall, fast, and high to describe something. Adjectives or comparative adjectives like bigger than, taller than, faster than, or higher than to describe or compare between two objects or nouns. But in superlative adjectives, it means like it is the highest or the lowest limit of this group, like the biggest, the tallest, the fastest, or the highest. Now, let's see some examples of superlative adjectives. The plane is the fastest transport. The plane is the fastest transport. We have the verb is and superlative adjective the fastest and the rest of the sentence. What is our rule here? It's the verb plus the plus the adjective plus est and then the rest of the sentence. One more time, our rule here is the verb plus the plus the adjective plus est and then the rest of the sentence. Let's see a few examples here. Take a look at this picture, please. What do you can see? The desert is the hottest place. The desert is the hottest place. There is nothing compared to the desert in these photos. The desert is the hottest place. Winter is the coldest season. Winter is the coldest season. The monkey is the cleverest animal. The monkey is the cleverest animal, which means that the monkey is the most clever animal of them all. The monkey is the cleverest animal. Now, our rule. Some adjectives have irregular forms of comparatives and superlatives, like how? We have the adjective good. If we would like to use it in comparative adjective, we change it into better than. So good, better than. In superlative, it is the best. One more time. Good, better than, the best. Bad, worse than, the worst. Far, farther than, the farthest. Again, boys and girls, Some adjectives have irregular forms of comparatives and superlatives. Let's see how. In adjective good, we would like to compare it and use comparative adjectives. We use better than, but in superlative adjectives, it is the best. Good, better than, the best. Bad, worse than, the worst. Far, farther than, the farthest. That is great, boys and girls. Now, can you think of examples using these adjectives and comparative adjectives and superlative adjectives? All right, boys and girls, let's take a look at those pictures. Let's see here. Playing sport is better than playing video games. We have the rule here for irregular comparative adjectives. We have the verb is, better. This is the irregular adjective plus than plus the rest of the sentence. So we used here the word better instead of good. Instead of saying good, I used better. Playing sport is better than playing video games. Excellent, boys and girls. All right, boys and girls, let's move on to the next example, please. We have here fast food is the worst of all kinds of food. Fast food, not only bad for your health, but it is the worst of all kinds of food. The rule here we have is the verb is and then the plus the irregular superlative adjective worst instead of bad and then the rest of your sentence. Let's read the sentence again. Fast food is the worst of all kinds of food. Great job, boys and girls. Now think of examples like this. The school is farther than the supermarket. The school is farther than the supermarket. Remember our rule. We have the verb is, the irregular comparative adjective farther, plus than, plus the rest of the sentence. The school is farther than the supermarket. Now, let's have a practice. Complete the sentence with the help of the guide words. Take a look at the pictures, read the words, and try to complete your sentences. We have slow, fast. Slow, fast. I'm going to read the sentences for you. The turtle is space than the rabbit. The turtle is space than the rabbit. The cheetah is the space animal. The cheetah is the space animal. I'm going to give you a minute, boys and girls. Excellent. The turtle is slower than the rabbit. Remember our rule for comparative adjectives? We have the verb is and then the adjective slow plus er and then plus than and then our sentence. The turtle is slower than the rabbit. Let's move on to the next example. The cheetah is the fastest animal. The cheetah is the fastest animal. Here we have the verb is plus the superlative adjective fastest animal. The cheetah is the fastest animal. Excellent, boys and girls. Let's move on to the next one. Take a look at the photo. We have young, old. Young, old. Sarah is space than Noura. Maha is the one. Sarah is space than Noura. Maha is the space one. I'm going to give you a minute. Sarah is younger than Noura. Maha is the oldest one. One more time. Sarah is younger than Noura. Maha is the oldest one. Now let's have a practice together. Choose the correct answer. A ruler is space than an eraser. A ruler is space than an eraser. Longer, long, longest. Excellent. A ruler is longer than an eraser. The giraffe is the space land animal. Tall, taller, tallest. What do you think, boys and girls? The giraffe is the space land animal. Tall, taller, tallest. Excellent. The giraffe is the tallest animal. Now, choose the correct answer. I like going to the zoo. The lion is a big wild animal, but the elephant is big or bigger or biggest than it. I like monkeys the most. They are the clever, cleverer, cleverest animals. The zoo is the nice, nicer, or nicest place I have visited. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to give you a minute to find out the answers. I like going to the zoo. The lion is a big wild animal, but the elephant is bigger than it. I like monkeys the most. They are the cleverest animals. The zoo is the nicest place I have visited. Excellent, boys and girls. Now, remember, you do have a homework. Look at your workbook, page 51, and complete the sentences. As the first one is already done for you. John is younger than Mark. Use the adjectives correctly. Now, we have reached the end of today's episode and we have learned how to use comparative and superlative adjectives together. Thank you, boys and girls, for watching us for today, and we hope to see you soon. Goodbye.